Received instructions earlier. At all times, obey my commands. Touch them up, gentlemen. Good luck.
All right, we're ready for 4 rounds of boxing out of the heavyweight division as Anthony Ottah, 1-4-1. He's a New York City product. Takes on Kevin Burnett from Augusta, Georgia, 2-0. Burnett weighing in at 290 pounds, Ottah at 250. So the heavyweights first up tonight, round 1. And what should we expect to see from these guys?
Well, if it all, sticks to plan, Kevin Burnett just got hit with a big right hand. It looks a little like Riddick Bowe. He has Don turning another right hand.
Another big right hand by Ottah.
Well, I'll let Ottah do all the talking right now. And the thing about it, Burnett is following Ottah. And he's not doing anything. He's just walking right at him. That's why he's getting hit with those right hands.
Burnett's got great connections. He's got Don Turner as his trainer, who's worked with Holyfield and Larry Holmes, and Craig Hamilton as his manager, who brought Michael Grant to a heavyweight title fight. So he's a prospect.
I'm curious to see how long Kevin Burnett has been actually boxing. I know this is his 3rd fight, but he looks kind of green to me.
Well, he had 50 amateur fights, which for a heavyweight isn't terrible.
It's actually good. But he's not snapping the jab. He's actually giving up his height. He's too close to Ottah. There's a nice jab.
Another big right hand by Anthony Ottah. He's landed 3 this evening here in the first round. A beautiful left hook connects as well. Good thing about this fight so far, both heavyweights active early on.
That's the key. If Ottah keep the pace kind of busy, he can actually take Kevin Burnett into deep waters.
Kevin Burnett 2-0 with 1 knockout.
Big right hand. I think he hurt Burnett. Ottah can't commit himself to the overhand right too early. He having success right now, but don't commit. Work the jab.
Watching the first 2 minutes here, you'd be confused as to who the prospect is supposed to be.
Nice uppercut landing for Kevin Burnett. He puts his punches together nicely.
Another big man from Brooklyn, a friend of mine, who he actually looks like and resembles, Riddick Bowe, was a great inside fighter. But Riddick was a little bit more fluent, worked his jab more.
19 seconds remaining in the first round. Scheduled for 4. Kevin Burnett and Anthony Ottah.
But I just noticed the reason why Burnett's getting hit with those overhand rights, he's dragging his back foot. So we'll see if he can correct that.
Round number 2 between Kevin Burnett from Augusta, Georgia in the black trunks with the white trim, and Anthony Ottah from New York City. And Ottah scoring big with that left hook that he digs to the body. And in the first round, according to CompuBox, Ottah landed 17 of 35 power shots, 49%.
And as a heavyweight, you do not want to be on the opposite end of those shots.
And the punches in the first round.
Yeah, a lot closer than I would have thought. Burnett's got an 83-inch reach. He's not really using it. I think Brian alluded to that in the first round.
Right, he's too close, and then, well, there he bend. He's too close, but on the inside, he's not bending. I mean, he's trying to bend now, but the first round, he stood straight up. He got close, and he's getting hit with those looping, shots, right hand, left hook. Now he's coming in on a little bit more on an angle and lower. Snapping the jab.
Ottah's been successful throwing that jump left hook. There it is again. That time, though, Kevin Burnett, with his hands up, managed to block it.
And actually, all Ottah have to do,
Oh, a beautiful left hand by Anthony Ottah.
I was just about to say, get close and throw left hooks. That's all he have to do. It's there all day.
And for a fighter with a 1-4-1 record, Anthony Ottah certainly looks like the more experienced fighter, and he looks pretty crisp this evening.
But if you look at Burnett, he steps in with the jab, and his right hand drops every time he jab. That's why all Ottah have to do is throw left hooks on the inside. Watch his right hand when Burnett. Watch his right hand when he jabs.
Wide punches by Anthony Ottah.
Ottah's in there trying. How often you see a matchup like this when the records are as they are, where the 1-4 fighter, you know, he gets hit a couple of times and he's gone. This guy's trying to win.
Well, we've seen Ottah here in Broadway boxing back in June of '04. I actually thought he won the fight. He lost a split decision.
Lost that fight to David Polk in Poughkeepsie, New York.
Now it looks like Ottah getting a little winded. This is where he should work his jab, throw feints, work feints, and keep stepping around the big man. He's moving straight back.
Left hook, raising the top of Ottah's head. And that's the end of round 2.
Now listen, I want you to drill this guy with your right hand, man. You hear me? Drill him with the right hand, and don't get in no slugfest with the guy. Here, Lonnie.
Round 3 scheduled for 4 in the heavyweight division. Kevin Burnett in the black and white trunks, and Anthony Ottah is in the all black trunks. Through round 2, Ottah is averaging 64 punches per round.
And he have to keep that work rate up against the young, hot prospect. It always confuses young guys when the opponent jumps on them.
Blood now coming out of the nose of Anthony Ottah in all black. Kevin Burnett starting to close the gap and get closer. Uppercut missed, but he did connect with the left hook. Here comes Burnett now, starting to use his skill. He puts his punches together nicely and keeps them short and compact.
He's now starting to use his height and his weight.
Let me fix this, Kev.
He's 6'7", 290.
Time in.
40 pounds heavier than Ottah, so he's now starting to use his size and his weight.
Ottah being told between rounds to use his right hand, but the left hook has been effective. Also that chopping, can opening right hand as well. Straight right hand has not worked for Anthony Ottah this evening.
He has a very excellent trainer, Willie Dunn, who used to run the Times Square gym when it was open in New York, yelling for him to throw the right hand.
Anthony Ottah in black starting to tire now. Burnett is finding more openings, especially inside. And for a big man, as you mentioned, like Riddick Bowe, Burnett likes to fight inside and does a good job with his uppercut and his left hook.
But I'm impressed with Ottah's determination. He didn't come in here as an opponent with the opponent's mentality.
He's throwing a lot of punches, and he's 40 years old. I mean, this guy is...
Either Burnett has a rock chin, or Ottah just can't punch. He's landing some nice shots dead on the chin.
Blood coming from the nose of Anthony Ottah, also from the nose of Kevin Burnett. 48 seconds to go in the 3rd round, scheduled for 4 between these two giants. Burnett at 290 and Ottah at 250.
Step back, Kev.
And Anthony Ottah looks like he is totally out of gas in the center of the ring.
Yeah, but he's still throwing that overhand right and make land. Leaping in with left hooks. This is what's tiring him out. All his punches are wide and hard.
Burnett looks like he could be fighting a lot lighter also. And he's carrying a lot of weight. He's getting tired too.
His stomach don't look that flat.
The end of round 3.
I think that was a close round. I don't know. I gave Ottah the first round, and I gave Burnett the second. That third round was pretty close. Might be the swing round in this bout.
How about you, Brian?
I agree. I mean, that round was a toss-up for me, but I did give it to Burnett. I thought he forced the issue. He forced the fight. He made Burnett fight, so I gave him rounds 2 and 3. But I gave Ottah the first round.
Final round, fourth final round.
He get under them, shut him down. All you have to do, man, you got to fight smart.
Fourth and final round, Anthony, good luck.
You listening to me? You listening to me? Yeah. You have to fight smart. You pick your time to war with the guy, and when you finish your war, shut his war down. You got that? Mm-hmm. And when he come at you, break his work up. Yeah.
Seconds out. Seconds out.
Straight out of Central Casting.
Sylvester Stallone wrote that script, huh?
The fourth and final round between Kevin Burnett, the young man from Augusta, Georgia, 2-0 in the black and white trunks, and Anthony Ottah, 1-4-1 from New York City. And the average punches per round through 3, Burnett and Ottah.
Well, according to CompuBox, Burnett, 15 out of 56 punches. Oh, got some heated action, Gus.
There's an overhand right landing for Burnett. And he's very efficient inside. There's a left hook, sends Ottah back to the ropes.
Real quickly, back to these numbers. Ottah is still throwing a high percentage of punches per round. Last round, he threw 69 punches, landed 21.
Oh, beautiful left hook.
Nice
by
right hand.
Ottah, followed by the right hand. And then he digs to the body.
And he's still right in front of him, though. You got to give the man a little movement. He's too big.
And you know, at this point in this fight, it's all about who can summon enough energy. These are very big guys. They're both tired, even though it's only a 4-rounder, 540 pounds combined. Who can keep throwing punches? That's what it's going to come down to. That's going to be the winner, the guy that can keep firing.
Ottah is so tired. One good shot from Burnett could drop him.
But Ottah is trying to stay low and just throw the overhand right. He's coming in low, staying under the big man and throwing right overhand rights. Right, he's dead tired though.
No backhand.
Burnett's got to take advantage, though. He's not being busy enough.
He don't know how, I don't think.
How do you do it?
Keep pushing forward, right? So he's moving forward, but no punches being thrown. Just let your hands go. They don't have to be hard. Just keep touching the guy. Keep touching him. When you get in the rhythm with touching him, land the bomb. So he's looking to throw one big shot. Just let your hands go. Touch him. He's tired already. So he's looking for the big shot. He just have to work his jab. I mean, the guy's 6'7". Work your jab.
42 seconds remaining in the fourth and final round between Kevin Burnett and Anthony Ottah, 2 heavyweight fighters. Ottah, the veteran, 1-4-1. Burnett, the up-and-comer, at 2-0.
And the only right hand that Burnett really throws with authority is the uppercut. His straight right hand, he pushes. So there's really no power behind it.
You know, some of that is fatigue at this point. For 3 rounds, this fight was fought at a really fast pace for big heavyweights.
Closing moments of the fourth round. Kevin Burnett and Anthony Ottah. Another left hook by Ottah. And that's the end of the fight. May be close, guys. Both big men threw a lot of punches in this 4-round affair.
Gus, I don't think there's a doubt. I think Ottah won that 4th round. Here's action from round 4. They were close. That's early in the round, and Burnett had his best moment there. Combination punching, but once he was done with this flurry, he was tired. So was Ottah. They both slowed down big time. And watch Ottah come back. No defense there, just punching and no head movement and no gloves up blocking shots by Burnett. He's got a lot to learn.
And we will see if this young man from Augusta will leave New York City with a 3-0 record. In the other corner, Anthony Ottah looking for his second win.
Well, I'm sorry, Gus. Steve, you mentioned Ottah could have won the last round. On my scorecard, he did. My scorecard, I have it a draw. I thought Ottah came in with the mentality that he's going to win. He didn't come in and just settle for facing a 6'7" guy, undefeated, you know, come for a payday. He came in, he forced the fight early. I thought he had the aggressive attitude and the right attitude, and I think he should walk away with a draw. But you said, as you mentioned, the third round couldn't be the telling round.
Yeah, that's going to be the swing. You see the numbers virtually the same in terms of both punches thrown and landed. But busy for very busy for heavyweights.
And
Yeah,
you're absolutely right. Ottah averaged 71 punches per round. Burnett 57 punches per round. The heavyweight average is 48.
There you go. I have it like Brian. I have it 38-38. But if I were going to give it 3 rounds to 1 for either fighter, it would be Ottah.
You can't argue with that.
You did good. You did good. I'm proud of you. But you've been doing a lot better.
I was real impressed with him. I mean, even the last round, it looked like he was clearly fatigued, and he still threw punches. He still tried to win the fight. He didn't just try to, you know, settle for covering up and trying to survive the round. He still fought the round.
Good fight. Good fight. Yes, sir.
And Kevin Burnett, I mean, some mistakes. A lot of people say I can be harsh to most boxers, but I think it's a little sloppy.
Well, he's only had 2 fights.
Right, but I mean, 50 amateur fights, there should be a transition period there somewhere. He should have developed the, you know, fundamentals of bending, defense, that come within 10, 15 amateur fights. So 50 amateur fights, he should have been somewhat polished.
And whether Burnett wins, loses, or draws this fight, I think Ottah was tougher than advertised, tougher than they expected.
Take a look at the second round.
Yeah,
Big
that left
hand.
hook. Brian picked up on that very early in the fight. You see the right hand of Burnett, just he's not holding it high enough to block the shot, and he's not moving his head at all. Of course, when you're 6'7", you don't want to duck too much, but if he ducks a little bit, that left hook goes over his head.
All right, let's go to Kara Castanova for the decision.
After 4 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Julie Letterman scored the bout 39-37 for Ottah. Judge McNair scored the bout 39-37 for Burnett. And Judge Robert Perez scored the bout 38-38. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a draw.
I believe that's a fair decision.
I agree. I concur.
Fair decision as Kevin Burnett and Anthony Ottah fight to a draw. Julie Letterman scoring it 39-37. So we will have much more boxing from New York when we return.